Here's the 13-point no-nonsense HIPAA security. If you're taking notes, this is a good thing. You can check yourself against these things in your own organization. We have a core value in our organization of communication, and so we want to communicate transparently with you and show you these 13 things that you could do in your organization that we've done in our organization. We find that communication is the act of giving, receiving, and sharing information. So that's what we're doing here on this webinar. Let me share this with you. So number one, a firewall was installed to protect against unauthorized intrusion. So that's the first thing we did. Number two, a virus detection system was implemented, including procedure to ensure that the virus detection software is maintained and updated. So we made sure that we had the proper firewall and virus detection in place. The next thing that we did was we restricted the use of the internet over our network. It's not permitted for personal use. And we also made sure that all systems required a valid user ID and password, and that those users are not permitted to allow other persons or entities to use their required user ID or password, smart card, or other authentication information. We also, in our 13-point no-nonsense HIPAA security checkup here and policies and procedures in place, we make sure that users log off of their system before they go to lunch or take a break or leave for the day. We want to make sure that they are logged off of their system, and our system will log them off if they don't do it when they're supposed to. In fact, all terminals have a password protected screensaver that will log them off automatically after 5 minutes of inactivity, or log them off the system after 15 minutes of inactivity. So they'll be booted off the system if they're not active on their screens, and they'll be locked off their system to the screensaver if they haven't been 5 minutes away from their computer. All users are required to change their passwords after every 3 months. We also decided that after 3 unsuccessful attempts of a specific password, the user ID will be suspended and reset by our system administrator. This is how we control that private health information so that nobody has access to the information they're not supposed to. Upon termination of an employee, all passwords for that employee will be immediately changed or deactivated. We also made sure passwords would be changed immediately in the event of a suspected or actual password breach, and all mobile phones are stored in a locker to prevent unauthorized use. Remember I said earlier, if you're working from home, can you be HIPAA compliant? Well, one of the things that we've taken pretty drastic measures on is that our team members, when they come into our offices, they lock their mobile phones in a storage locker, and they can get them on breaks. So that's how we police that. Also, the office is locked where the workstations are contained when not in use.